There are moments in life when everything feels blurry, when every path looks like a dead end, and the silence in your mind grows louder than the world around you. You start to wonder, maybe I've lost my way. Maybe the dream you chased has turned its back. Maybe the people you loved have moved on. Maybe you've been trying to climb a mountain that doesn't even exist. But what if you're not lost at all? What if you're being shaped? In the Bhagavad Gita, there's a moment, quiet, almost invisible, before the war begins. Arjuna, the greatest warrior of his time, drops his bow. His hands tremble. His heart refuses to fight. He looks at the battlefield, friends, teachers, cousins, and says, I can't do this. We remember Krishna's wisdom, but we forget Arjuna's weakness, because that's where the real story begins. Krishna doesn't scold him. He doesn't say, be strong. He says, you grieve for what does not deserve grief. The wise do not lament, either for the living or the dead. It sounds cold until you understand what he really meant. He was telling Arjuna, this pain you feel is not a punishment. It's the pressure that turns you into who you're meant to be. In our lives, struggle feels like chaos. But in the Gita, struggle is sacred. It's the fire that refines gold. It burns away what isn't real. When your plans fall apart, when you fail the exam, when a relationship ends, when the world stops making sense, that's not life abandoning you. That's life carving you. Every great soul in history has walked through darkness. Socrates, Buddha, Vivekananda, none of them escaped confusion or loss. They were broken down so they could break open. Today, neuroscience calls it post-traumatic growth. The idea that struggle, when faced with awareness, can rewire the brain, build empathy, resilience, clarity. What Krishna said thousands of years ago, science is only beginning to understand. Pain doesn't destroy you. It rebuilds you differently, but only if you stop running from it. Look back on your life for a moment. Think of the toughest year you've lived through. Didn't that year teach you something no comfort ever could? Didn't it force you to grow in ways you didn't choose, but needed to? Krishna's message to Arjuna wasn't about winning the war. It was about facing himself. The real Kurukshetra isn't out there. It's inside us. The battlefield of self-doubt, guilt, fear, and desire. And every struggle you face is a training ground for that inner war. So if you feel lost right now, stop fighting the fog. Breathe. Let it do its work. Because maybe this confusion, this pause, this heartbreak is not the end of your story. Maybe it's the chapter where you're being rewritten. When the bow slipped from Arjuna's hand, he thought he was broken. But that moment, that surrender, was when the divine stepped in. Sometimes it's only when we fall apart that the truth can enter. Only when we lose everything we think we are, that we discover who we were meant to be. So, the next time life feels unbearable, remember this ancient whisper from the Gita. You are not lost. You are being shaped, because the universe isn't trying to punish you. It's sculpting you patiently, painfully, beautifully into the real you.